Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Chem Mathematics. Today we have a problem on the board, and the problem is coming from the equation of indices. That is, there are indices problems that lead to quadratic equations. So it happens that this one is one of them. So looking at the very first term here, looking at the very first term there, you will observe that the first term there is 2 raised to power 2x. 2x is simply 2 times x, or x times 2. Because multiplication is commutative, it doesn't matter the position. In the end, x times 2 will give me 2x. 2 times x will also give me 2x. So as it stands now, this 2x is in this form. I want to flip it to this form. That is 2 raised to power x times 2 minus 6 into 2 raised to power x plus 8 equals 0. Now, the reason I flipped these two so that I will have 2 raised to power x that is here, present here. As you can see, I have 2 raised to power x here. I also have it here. So, but I can't go further. What I'm going to do so that I can be able to solve further is to ascribe a letter to 2 raised to power x. For instance, I can say let y be equal to 2 raised to power x. Meaning that anywhere I have 2 raised to power x, I'll put the letter y. So I'll be having y raised to power 2 in this case. Do you understand? 2 raised to power x is represented by y. This 2 is now there. Minus 6. This is represented by y. So it's going to give me 6y plus 8 equal to 0. Now we have landed ourselves in quadratic equations. And in quadratic equation, we have different methods of solving them. We have factorization method, we have completing the square method, we have graphical method, we have formula method, and so on. But for now, I think I would like to use factorization method. I'm going to look for two numbers, 2 factors of 8, that when I add them, I'm going to get minus 6. When I multiply them, I'm going to get plus 8. Is it clear? I am going to get what? Plus 8. Now look at it. The factors of 8 are 4, minus 4, and minus 2. If you add these two together, you are going to get minus 6. If you multiply them together, you are going to get plus 8. Because minus 4 times minus 2 will give you plus 8. Minus 4 plus minus 2 will give you minus 6. So the factors I'm going to be using are minus 4 and minus 2. Is it clear? Therefore, you now have y squared. In place of this minus 6y, I am going to put minus 4y minus 2y plus 8 equals 0. Minus 4y minus 2y will obviously give me minus 6y. If I multiply them, it will give me what? Plus 8. Then going further, I will group them in twos. Between here and here, what is common? y is common. What do I have left? Y minus 4. If I take out y, I'll be left with y minus 4. Here again, minus 2 is common. If I take minus 2 out, I'll be left with y minus 4. Then equate it to 0. Again, we observe that y minus 4 is common. Then what is remaining? Y minus 2 equals 0. Using Tom's rule, y minus 4 is equals 0, or y minus 2 is equals 0. Therefore, y is equals 4, or y is equals 2. How? When minus 4 crosses equality to this side, becomes plus. When minus 2 crosses equality to this side, it becomes 2. Now, remember, I introduced y, and if you look at the original question, there is no y. What is there is x. So I need to look for x, but I just need to get to y so that I can get to x. Since, you can now say, since y is equals 2 raised to power x, the first y is 4, you put it there, 4 is equals 2 raised to power x. And the 4 is the same thing as you saying 2 raised to power 2 is equals 2 raised to power x. They have the same base, they will go. Therefore, the first value for x is 2. Then you go again, when y is 2, you now fix it there, 2 is equals 2 raised to power x. And 2 itself is the same thing as 2 raised to power 1. By the time they cancel out, x, the second value for x, is equals what? 1. Therefore, our final values are x is 2 or 1. S is what? 2 or 1. But the order of arrangement does not matter. You can have 1 or 2. Is it clear? That's it. Thank you very much. If you find this one educating enough, if you find it interesting enough, please follow us on Facebook as Sakem Mathematics. Follow us on YouTube as Sakem Mathematics. Follow us on Instagram as Sakem Mathematics. Thank you very much and have a nice day.